Hi there, Simon Woods from the Fine Wine Network here. I've got a couple of champagnes in front of me from a producer called Grenier et Pidonsat. Never heard of them? Well, I'm not surprised if you haven't heard of them, because I think that there's two families that joined together. They've been growing grapes in Champagne for a long time and maybe producing a little bit of wine themselves, but they only joined forces in 2009, so it's a pretty new operation. And so I've got a Brut from them and I've got a Rosé from them. Let's try the Brut. Well, we're in the south of Champagne here, an area called the Aube, and so it's further south than the bulk of Champagne, and you tend to get warmer, rounder, richer styles of wine, and this feels like it's going to be one of them. So the fruit flavours here, maybe not the citrus and green apple that you'd get further north. Here it's red apple and maybe verging on the a bit of the slightly more exotic things, like a bit of pineapple, maybe even a touch of peach there. And there's this bready character as well. It feels like it's going to be warm, quite full-bodied. Champagne isn't normally full-bodied, but this feels like, as champagne goes, it's about as full as it's going to get. Let's taste it. And it has got this warm, toasty, biscuity heart. Yes, there's the fruit there, but it's the sort of champagne that some champagnes are really nice just by themselves. This one has got quite a bit of guts and body, and sort of one I'd love to take on a picnic, and because it would it'd be nice while you're sort of getting all your sarnies out and spreading them on your little tablecloth. But with the food, it would go really nicely. It's got a bit of punch, it's got a bit of power. So yeah, don't be afraid to take that in with your first course, and maybe even carry on eating it with stuff like chicken or pork or turkey. Let's try the Rosé. Well, again, this feels like it's going to be on the richer, fuller style. And the main grapes here will be Pinot Noir and Pinot Meunier. Now, Pinot Noir, main grape in red Burgundy, and you do get a little bit of that red Burgundy, slightly earthy, dark fruit, the red cherries, and the strawberries as well. Again, it feels like it's going to be on that full, throaty side. Let's taste it and find out. Yeah, rich, warm-hearted wine. And if I was going to have that with maybe chicken, I'd almost want something like a cold roast beef sandwich with that. It's elegant is maybe not the word for it. There are more elegant champagnes, but in terms of depth of flavour and honest, rich, round, ruddy fruit, hard to beat. And again, as I was saying with this, by itself, maybe, but better with food. I would say the same with this. Very happily drink that most lunchtimes. I happily drink most champagne most lunchtimes, but this, because of its depth and power and that red fruit richness, I think it would be far more versatile than one of those champagnes that is really only good with seafood and maybe the lightest of white meat dishes. So, nice pair of wines. Hope you enjoyed them as much as I did. See you soon.